Hey guys! So I am sick. I look a little sick and I sound a little sick. Sorry about that. But today was the only time that I could film a video because I have to work every day but Monday, and then on Mondays I have to do all the things that I couldn't do the rest of the week. And I also have 3 roommates and I share a room with one person, so I can't film at all. The only reason I'm filming right now is because all of my roommates are gone and I'm the only one in this apartment right now. They're all at work and I am not because I have to work a day that they don't have to work. But anyway, I've missed you guys. I've missed filming videos, but I have been having a lot of fun at my internship. I've learned a lot, and I think it's going to be really a good way to spend my summer. But it's June now, so happy Pride Month! I did not mean for this to happen, but I'm wearing my gay Star Wars hoodie. The 2 books on my June TBR are kind of, one is definitely queer, and the other is kind of queer because the main character is queer. But I don't know how often that's going to be referenced, so who knows? You'll find out what those 2 books are in a hot second. First, we gotta talk about the one book that I read in May, and that is Circe. I looked back at my April wrap-up and found this wonderful quote. It says, "Hopefully I finished this in the first part of May." And LOL, I finished this in the first part of June. I finished this book yesterday. So, anyway, this took me a long ass time to read because my fucking depression was just like, you see that book that you were really excited for by your, one of your favorite authors? Yeah, you're not going to have the motivation to read that. And when you do read it, you're not going to be as excited as you should be. It was a time. This book, I don't know how much of my dislike of it was depression based and how much of it was just me based, but I thought it was slow. I couldn't really get into it that much because it was quite slow. And, the action that happened, the things that happened were, cool. And it was really cool to see, the different people that Circe met and shit. But, it still just felt really slow. So, that may have been another reason why it took me so long to finish this book. But I did end up giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars because the writing is just so amazing. And it was really great to see female characters in mythology being treated as actual human beings with feelings and shit. So that was pretty great. And I liked this book. Don't get me wrong. I didn't hate this book. It was hard to get into. It was slow. I already mentioned that, but that's really my only complaint with the story, is that it was just really slow. But yeah, I wasn't super familiar with the myth of Circe before I read this book, and so reading this book was really cool because I didn't know what was going to happen. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool and pretty enjoyable. It was just really slow in my opinion, so that's why I didn't get 5 stars. And it was nothing like the Song of Achilles. Don't go into it thinking it's going to be like the Song of Achilles, because it's not. It's so not like the Song of Achilles at all. But anyway, so that was the one book that I read in May. And yeah, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The first book on my June TBR, which I'm going to start reading probably today, is Trials of Apollo, The Burning Maze. This was on my May TBR, and I didn't get to it because I was reading Circe. And I have found out a lovely spoiler about this book I know a really huge plot point that would have been great to actually read. Really sad, but really great to actually read. But no. Tumblr's In Your Orbit feature had to go and ruin that for me, so I kind of know what happens in this book, but I don't know exactly what happens, so I have to read it and find out. And that took away most of my excitement for reading this book, honestly, because I'm just so angry about that spoiler. Not that I'm angry that it happened, well, I am angry that it happened, but I'm mostly angry that it was spoiled for me. Anyway, so I'm still excited to read this book, but I'm not nearly as excited as I was to read this book because of that fucking spoiler. Anyway, the other book on my June TBR is Let's Talk About Love, which, as you'll recall, in my April wrap-up / May TBR video, I was like, hopefully this doesn't go on my June TBR, and lo and behold, it is on my June TBR. I'm going to read this fucking book, and I'm going to fucking love it. I know that. I just have to get around to reading it. And hopefully I can do that in June because it's Pride Month. It would be a perfect time to read this book. Hopefully I can finish The Burning Maze and start this book. Hopefully it does not take me a month to finish The Burning Maze. Hopefully it does not. Hopefully my depression will cooperate and I can get into it and I can read it. I don't have a lot of free time, so there's that, but hey, I can read before bed. It's fine. Anyway, that is all of the books on my June TBR because I didn't want to be super ambitious and put books that I know I wasn't going to be able to read on my TBR. So yeah, those are the 2 books that I'm hopefully going to be reading in June. I brought 2 other books with me that'll hopefully go on my July TBR, and I'll cover that if I make a June wrap-up / July TBR video, which hopefully I'll be able to do. Hopefully this will happen again and I'll be able to make another video. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video I make, whenever that might be. So, bye!